Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey,
Yo, yo, yo. On dogs, nigga.
Perfect.
Yo.
That sounded great.
Yo,
Do you
yo,
want headphones or no?
Only if I look cooler.
Nah, you don't look cooler.
Let's do it like that. Boom.
I'm always wearing headphones, and I always look so stupid when I cut clips because it'll be like the guest like saying some prolific shit, and then it'll just cut to me with my big ass headphones just sitting there stoned out of my mind. I'm happy we finally got to do this.
Oh, dogs. Me too, man. Thank you, dog.
And it kind of happened on the perfect day.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. Life is crazy right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dogs.
What happened yesterday? You want to say it?
You want to say it? You can say it.
All right, so Rome Streets had his first headlining show of his first tour at Brighton Music Hall. And Wes and Stove pulled up.
Shout out to Rome Streets and the guys.
And he killed it.
Zelda shit.
He killed it. The fire alarms went off. Bro, fire, the fire fucking, they came in with those big ass hammers and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like they were going to have to break down some shit.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
And then we went to the studio with Gunn, and he played us all his new shit.
Yeah, that was unbelievable, man.
You had never
Fly
met
dog.
Gunn before.
Right, not formally, nah. I've been in the same row with him, but we ain't really, we just kind of like walk by each other type shit. But yeah, that's the first time kicking it with him and all that.
You said something, you were like, I feel so inspired. I feel like everyone in that room was inspired.
Oh, word?
You said that.
Oh, about last night,
About last night.
That shit was legendary, man. That shit was like, it just happened, bro. And I can't stop thinking about that shit. Like, that shit was unreal to me, I mean. Like, I'm a fan, you feel me? So.
And this is the next episode. People listening, the episode before this is West Side Gun. So go listen to that.
Damn.
When was the first time you heard him?
Bro, I came in late to this shit. No bullshit as far as getting hip. I got hip to them probably like 2019. But I didn't really tap in to the till 2020, COVID and shit like that. With the tell Virgil right, break on my break. You know what I'm saying? But I've been listening to Benny here and there, but I knew there was niggas that was nice out there, and all I heard was like older niggas from New York. But yeah, I didn't.
You
really
weren't on your grimy shit yet.
Nah, I wasn't. Nah, at that time I wasn't. But I was always in me. That was always in me. I was just more. But I didn't know that lane was a thing like that too much. You know what I'm saying?
What were you making before that? More like the club shit?
Nah, I still was making that type of shit, but I didn't know. Like my first song on SoundCloud is called Issues. That's more on some super hip hop wave. Like I've been had that in me type shit, but in my mind at the time, I thought that music wasn't winning. And yeah, you know, I was trying to do all type of music at that time. You know, some wavy shit, all type of shit. But I always had bars. I always spit bars. But I just tried to do it probably with auto tune or try a little weird shit like that.
What made you like then go?
Now, like I said, I always was doing it because I was a big fan of Dipset. I was doing that type of music, but just not super raw how it is, how it's supposed to be. I would just add some twist to it a little bit. But when I got hip to this lane, now I got hip. I really started focusing on Griselda, up in a lot of these shit 2020 and shit like that. And then by 2021, sometime 2021 is when I'm meeting Mike Angelo. And
Shout out Mike Angelo.
Shout out Mike Angelo, that's my guy. And I'm just getting more into this lane. I'm like, what the fuck? So Mike put me onto some shit. I'm seeing like, damn, this is a thing. I'm seeing that, oh shit, Knack. And then around that time, shortly, I met Vino, and then I just got hip that this is a thing. And mind you, that type of music always was my DNA type shit. Like I was doing that, been doing that. But yeah, my cousin Tremendous always told me, like back in 2017, like, gang, you gotta go this route with it. Or pay attention to this. Like my cousin Tremendous been hip to that shit.
That's surprising you came so late into the.
Yeah, man. And but yeah, back in like 2017, mind you, my first song on SoundCloud was 2017. Like I started rap like started dropping my own shit around then. But my first time hitting the microphone like 2014. But anyways, around that time, I was
2014's pretty late. I feel
yeah,
for like
yeah,
for how fire you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was the first time I touched the mic, and but yeah, when Trent Mendes was trying to put me on the game, like this overseas shit and all these rappers, I just looked at it like, yo, that shit ain't for me. That shit like some older nigga shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to do it. I probably wanted to be like a little Dirk or some shit versus trying to be like a gun. Now I look at it, I got the whole shit. You know, the game changed, and yeah, but that shit was always in my DNA, and but yeah, now hip hop super in, and yeah, I tell everybody, dog, like I've been studying gun heavy for like the last year. That's why it's like mind blowing that I was with him, cause that nigga like low key my idol. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
he's high key my idol.
Dogs, I've been studying everything he's doing since I've been focused on his lane since like sometime around 2021. You're super hooked. I've been studying him, watching all his interviews, all that, and shit like that. And yeah, I tell everybody nowadays, like, yo, people got the game for they'll rather be like a industry rapper, like no shade, like I say this all the time, like a STG probably or some shit like that.
Yeah.
No shade, respectfully, but I'd rather be like a gun. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, you know, one club bangers or trendy music, shit like that. Or the music that's in for what up, you know what I mean?
The like revolutionary thing about gun, which I realized last night, is like, all right, hip hop is big now. You know what I mean? And then what type of music was he just playing us?
He was playing some Grease, man.
Some fucking like some Atlanta fucking Fly God Jr. shit that was
Right.
like, he's like, I'll do the other lane if y'all want to take hip hop.
Yeah, he's about to quote unquote shit on niggas. You know what I'm saying? Just because. No bullshit.
Had you ever been to Brighton Music Hall where that show was?
Yeah. I performed it a few times already.
I had to save the story for this podcast because I told it to Rome right before he went on. But the first time I was ever there, I was probably like 16, 17. And a chick gave me a hand job in the fucking, on the dance floor in Brighton Music Hall.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I told that to Rome right before he went on. He just started dying, but like, why the fuck? That's all I think about when I'm there, bro.
Damn, she was a Zoe gang.
Literally, bro.
Or how you bagged her?
Riff Raff was on stage. You never know what will happen when Riff Raff's
That's crazy.
on stage. Bro.
I haven't heard of Riff Raff in a minute. That nigga was wavy.
He was, yeah. He started a lot of shit.
Dogs.
I feel, all right, you were talking about, how do you think people like find love? Or like, how do you think people stay consistent? Like, how do you think people build a fan base?
Dropping a lot of music and shit like that. Definitely. And being consistent on Instagram. Being just consistency. Consistency and yeah, believe.
I mean on like an energy level.
On the energy level?
Yeah.
Damn, how do you find love, you said?
How do you find a following? Like how do you find, like, how do you stick with yourself?
I can only answer for myself type shit. So speaking for myself, I feel like it's like a gift for me. You know what I'm saying? The way people just fuck with me and shit like that, show me love. But cause it's like that everywhere. It's like that even in jail. Like people just show me love. Like it's love. Like I come in with love. If you come in the door with love, I think you gonna be straight. Type shit. I got a lot of love in me, so cause my mama raised me like that. So yeah. But other than that, shit, I want to know if you got ulterior motive, you're not genuine. You know what I'm saying? That shit, I don't know. I wouldn't know because I move out of love, so I can only.
It's that golden rule shit. The like treat others the way you want to be treated type shit.
It's
like,
that, and it's being cool to hang around too. You know what I mean? Being cool to hang around. That's one thing everybody tell me. Like, fuck the music, just vibing with you's ill. So that's why I got a lot of friends because I guess I'm fun.
That's what my dad used to say. He's like, talent's the foot in the door, but you also just got to be like a good person to hang around. If people don't want to be around you, why would they work with you?
Yeah. My manager had told me that shit. He read it in a book, like, to be lit in Hollywood or some shit, it's talent, knowing the right people, and then being fun to hang around. That's how you like get lit out there, they say.
What do you mean your mom taught you that shit? Because we're in the building you were raised.
On Dogs, Rosecliff Street, man. On Dogs. She had God in her, you know what I mean? She grew up super church girl and shit, so I was raised on, you know, loving God and all that, so maybe that has to do with it. And she just, you know, she was a very loving woman and shit. Like, I'm a mama's boy, like, low-key, like, high-key, like, dog. But, yeah. That's the best way I could put it. Just on some godly loving shit.
Yeah.
Growing up.
But you stuck with it, like it was like you're keeping that in your heart now and shit.
I'm her twin. Yeah, I came out like her. Yeah, I love people, man. I'm a man of God, no bullshit. So
yeah,
dogs.
Yo,
as weird as that may sound to folks.
What did you say to Wes last night?
I told Gunn, man, and I've been wanting to say this shit. I was telling a few people for a long time, like, damn, when I see Gunn, I'm gonna have to say this, and then. Yeah, I seen him one time, but like I said, I didn't really kick it with him. But yeah, last night I was kicking him for hours, and I was just like, "Yo, you wavy, dog. You like the waviest, but I'm the waviest nigga in the world, man." I said some shit like that. I was drunk, but there was a few people in the room. They was like, "Yeah." Like,
you said, all right. You said you the waviest in the world. And that's crazy because I'm the waviest in the world.
That's crazy.
That's what you. Yeah. And then Wes left, and he was like, "That's some real shit to say to someone."
Dog, nah, it's a fact, and I needed to say that because he's gonna see me around more and shit like that.
And he's gonna check out your music. Everyone was vouching for that shit.
Hell yeah, and he gonna know this. He gonna know right away. Like, oh shit, I see what he talking about. Then when he, you know what I mean, when anybody get to know me, man, I'm a wavy boy, man. No bullshit. I'm done, nigga.
All right, so what happened in 2014?
2014, I was in the studio with Top Hooter and Dundilly, and I wanted to spit some bars, and then I spit the verse, and then I was like,
you never had before, though?
Probably like one time playing around, one of my mans might have had a microphone, and I about to fucked around a little bit, but that was like the first time I officially banged the verse out. I have written. But yeah, that was like the first time me really uttering and spitting to a mic type shit. Pause. You know what I'm saying? I'm tough.
There wasn't like one, like you had to do it right then? Because like you stuck with it now, like you're still doing it.
Because I always wanted to be a rapper. Like, so spitting growing up, I used to be here. By the time I was like 13, 14, I'm a super paw head. I'm with my mans and them. We used to hang around, two of my friends and shit like that, my homeboys and shit. And yeah, I used to always spit freestyles and them. You know what I mean? We'll get high. My brother JL had Line Wire. He had all the Alchemist beats, Keep It Thorough, all these bunch of instrumentals, and niggas would be high and, you know, spitting. And my cousin Ray too, he was like, I got around him like middle school. That's when I started smoking weed. I was like 12. And then yeah, he always throw a beat on and then we'll be spitting all high and shit. But I was always nice. I was always like the illest spitter with the guys like playing around. So I always wanted to be a rapper low key, no bullshit. It even goes back before that too. Like I don't know. I always want to be a rapper. Since I got hit the BT, by the time I was in 3rd grade, got hit the BT. It's over. I was 8 years old. I've been already hit with hip hop because my older brother used to bump all that gangster shit. But now I have like the main source of fucking swag. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now I'm like, oh shit. Whenever I want to get wavy, Channel 28. So I got crazy on that.
But what made you wait to 2014?
Oh, being in the streets, probably selling drugs and shit, and then probably not confident, like, you know what I mean, shy, not knowing how easy it was, dragging it. But yeah, before I made a song, I knew I was gonna be the best. On Dogs, in my mind, like, cause I
know that's some real shit. Before I did comedy, I knew I was gonna be doing it. You know?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you have that vision.
Yeah, cause I just had ill flows. I always had swag, so it's like I'm out swagging niggas. I don't need to be the most lyrical, like. I be on some swaggy shit.
When did On Dogs come? Like, where did that come from?
On Dogs?
Yeah.
On Dogs is a Boston thing. You know what I'm saying? People from Boston been saying that, like, since probably before I was born type shit. Way before, bro.
But I feel like it's now a you thing, like.
Right, because I say it a different way, because I said it like that, because.
I mean, your projects called it. That's your, like.
Oh, no.
How many times, do you know how many times it was said on the album?
Right. I say that word.
You should you should do a count of how many times you say that on the project.
Word. Yeah, gang. But now
and then by the end of the night, last night, I don't know if you noticed it, but I think it happened at 1,000 Words event. And it also happened last night. That at the beginning of the night you'll say on dogs like a few times, and by the end of the night, everyone's saying that shit.
For real?
Literally last night, everyone was saying it by the end of the night.
On dogs. That's crazy. Because it's a fun word to say. The way I say it. Yo, now everybody be sticking to my word. I've been like that in elementary school. Like me and my man Hov, we just wavy, bro. And we'll say certain words, and the next thing you know, everybody's saying it. I've been like that. Like, it's crazy. Like, I come up with words. I'm the nigga in the hood that give niggas the names. Like, oh, that's fucking Lil Al. That's him. That's that. You know what I mean? Type shit.
Yeah.
For example, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I just say mad cool shit. I make it sound cool.
I just thought that was hilarious by the end of the night. Everyone was saying that shit.
Yeah, bro. A Rashid saying this shit.
Oh, really? Shout out A Rashid.
Dogs. He fuck with it, too. I was with 1,000 the other day. He called him. He showed him, he was like, on dogs. I was like, on dogs, nigga. Like, everybody saying it, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's wavy, man.
I didn't even think about it as like a Boston thing. Literally, I didn't even I thought about it as like a you thing.
For real?
For real, for real.
Damn, but yeah, you don't be in Boston much.
I live outside of Boston. Okay. Which sucks because you live in New York now. So like you understand, like people don't know. You just kind of have to say Boston.
Right.
From Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's the goal, man. The goal is to put on for Boston, man. You know what I'm saying? That just happened to be I caught a wavy moment with that word because of my nephew. Because I be like on Instagram doing funny shit with him and imitating his voice. And that's why I say it in a high pitch because I was oh, dogs. Because I was trying to talk like my nephew for some Instagram content. And then next thing you know, I'm catching myself saying it when I'm not with nephew. So I'm like,
really?
on dogs. I was like, you feel me? And then, and then it just, I mean, it got stuck.
It just stuck on.
Yeah. On dogs.
That is something that's like cool about rap that like I'm envious. It's just like coming up with a phrase or just like two words that mean so like
I do it all the time.
That's
how I go about my albums. Like I got an album called It's Me. I say that a lot, you know what I'm saying? Got another one called Freakazoid Summer. I used to say Freakazoid a lot. You know what I mean? I got one Off the Yens. It's like all my albums is like, I mean, all my projects, I don't like to call them albums, my fault. But they all original beats. All my projects, I'm talking about I don't like to call my
I know,
album.
why?
Why? Because I ain't really done an album yet, you know what I mean? Like, we'll talk about that in a second. Hold on. I got to get this off real quick. But, yeah, all my tapes and all that fucking are named after, like, phrases that I say and shit, like, Off the Yens, It's Me, Freakazoid Summer. So that's how I go about my music. But, and why don't I want to name shit albums? Because, some shit that Nipsey said, like, they gon' put a number on you by your first album sales and all that shit. So I technically ain't dropped no albums, but I like to call them projects.
That blew, damn. Because comedy, I didn't even think about that.
It's like a house. An album is like a house. That's what's going to determine your worth and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I ain't even get the proper, I'm not there yet. Because I make it work with my music. I haven't had a top-notch studio like that or top-notch nigga fucking with my shit, and I'm not there yet. So once I really want to, you know what I mean, call something that, and then, you need the right shit. I feel like
that's like with comedy. If you put an album out before you're too ready, then you're done. Like you're judged off that first shit. But I never even thought about it like music like that.
Yeah, and
I always like, oh, whatever. You know, I just never thought about it like that. Like I really started thinking about it more when I was at Conway's 40th birthday party, and his 40th birthday party was also his debut album release party.
That's fire. Y'all niggas caught a moment.
The other one's under the seat, if you were looking for that.
Good luck.
But isn't that crazy? Like, people who don't want to be putting in the work. It's like Conway was 40 when he had his debut album release party.
That's crazy. That's the shit with him and when he got with Shady and shit.
Yeah, God don't make mistakes. That's
crazy.
his first like major like major distribution like album release with a.
That's crazy. Yeah. What they say, Whitey Bulger, I heard he ain't catch his first smack till he was 45, so it's never too late to do what you here to do. You know what I'm saying? I heard he was like 47 when he caught his
what was
first
he
smack.
doing before that?
Shit, I don't know.
Working at fucking Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah, nah, I don't know.
He was the first donut maker, and then one day he's like, fuck this shit. And they just started whacking dudes. And then he was like, damn, this is what I was born to do.
Word. Yeah.
Imagine if that was the shit you were born to do.
Shit, I think some people.
That's their shit.
Maybe, I don't know. That's kind of wild.
Like, I'm good at painting on walls.
Oh, where? Like
Nah. Oh. That was a dumb joke. Do you think everyone has their own thing? Like, or do you think some people...
Like they own call-in type shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, think so. Maybe, or you multi-talented, and you know what I mean, you got a few type shit. But yeah, to some degree, I feel like everything is written type shit. But yeah, I'm a believer in that type shit. Like whatever you're supposed to do, that's what you're supposed to do type shit.
Everything is written. Yeah. What do you mean?
Not everything is written. My fault. Like it was written. Like your destiny type shit. Like before birth. You know what I mean, maybe like I'm one of those type of believers. But at the same time, there's free will. You can fuck up your destiny too. That's why I said it's like I'm like a little both with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I feel you because like I've always had a vision of what I'm doing, but I see points in my life where if I fucked up, I could have completely fucked up the whole path.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I did if I didn't have some saving grace in those moments, I wouldn't have what I have now. You know what I mean? Yep. And that's why I don't want to fuck up I don't want to fuck up anymore. Cause
right.
It's like, damn, I got something to work towards now.
Yeah, I know how that feel. Yeah. I almost could have slipped and lost it all and not have this wave I got right now. So I feel you.
That was the On Dog's album release party, right? Like right before that, you got off like papers or some shit?
Off the bracelet.
That was what it was. Yeah.
Yep.
Salute.
On Dogs. That's my cousin him. On Dogs.
What's going on?
Yes, sir. Shout out to him and Tremendous in the building. On Dogs. They can see the picture, right?
Yeah.
They can see the guys, right?
Yeah.
Feed the Family, man. In case y'all ain't heard, best album in Boston by Tremendous and the guys. Dun Dilly, Top Hooter, Sheikh Hanif. You know what I'm saying?
How did Feed the Family come together?
Jail bars. I went to jail, came out with writtens, and we made... Yeah, slowly but surely. Those my guys. Like, those guys kind of raised me and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I make music, music with my friends.
But you wrote that album locked up?
Pretty much, because you know what I mean? That's been my thing. I went to jail back in 2016, did a year, got out. A few months later, go in, 3 months, got out, had house arrest, whatever. So I've been in and out a little bit, you know what I mean? And then the last time I went in was September 2020. I was there for 2 months and shit. I had to do 60-day detainer, and then while I was there, I just write a lot in jail, yo. Since my first bit, like that's when I knew I wasn't gonna go to jail. I didn't want to live that life no more. Like during that first bit, I'm just there looking at everybody in jail. I'm like, damn, we all look alike. Like this is really, what most likely gonna happen if I continue that. You know what I mean? So I just knew I didn't really want to live like that. Like I was like, all right, I'm gonna write my ass off, gang. So that's when I knew. I started going hard. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, you know what I mean? I was just writing. That's how I beat my time. That's how I beat the time and like obsessed. Like, no, so anybody that been to jail with me, there's a lot of people from Boston and around this area that they'll tell you like, oh shit, that nigga's to write, nigga. Like with my celly, everybody knew I was writing. They'll, I spit with them in the cell, all that. So yeah, dog. And then after that, I just got kept going hard, man. I was just striving to be a rapper since. That's when I knew. I was like, all right, yeah, 2016. That's when I knew I'm definitely going hard. I'm gonna get lit. And I didn't have no music out at the time, really. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, bro, I just, you know what I mean? But Feed the Family came. I was already super a writer by then. So now I'm in jail too. I'm doing 60 days and shit. And then, yeah, I came out with like a whole package and like over like 100 verses type shit. You know what I mean?
You ever wake up and have one of those days that you just wish there was someone there to talk to, or a way to just figure something out that you can't in your life? And unfortunately, life doesn't come with a user manual like that, but there are things to help you out, like BetterHelp. BetterHelp has therapists that are trained to help you figure out your challenging emotions and learn productive coping skills, which makes therapy the closest thing to a guided tour of the complex engine called you. BetterHelp has helped 3 million people with licensed therapists. It's convenient, secure, accessible anywhere, and 100% online. Everyone deserves to feel their best. BetterHelp makes it easier to get started. As the world's largest therapy service, they've matched millions of people with professionally licensed and vetted therapists available 100% online. All the benefits of in-person therapy, plus it's more convenient, more accessible, and more affordable. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to match with a therapist. If things aren't clicking, you can easily switch to a new therapist anytime. It couldn't be simpler. No waiting rooms, no traffic, no endless searching for the right therapist. It's there, right for you, right there. So get unstuck with BetterHelp. Learn more and save 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/buckedup. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/buckedup, BUCKEDUP. Make sure to get the help that you need with BetterHelp. Let's get back into it.
So, yeah, got a few of those verses and one studio session, like the end of 2020 type shit, about to be 2021. Now, it was 2020. It was like fall 2020. And then, yeah, I had came out probably like I was like a month after me doing them 60 days in jail. Went to the studio and I laid out like 8 tracks, my verses on them with all Tremendous beats. Because I've been had Tremendous beats. Tremendous been making beats since forever, you know what I mean? So that's my cousin. I was in the first floor of this house. He was in the second floor growing up. And he always was wild nice and shit. You know what I mean? He always had the illest. I always knew I was going to be a rapper because, nigga, my cousin make the illest beats and all that. On top of me, it was like just meant for us to happen type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, bro. I had mad beats from Tremendous. It's 2020. I got beats from Tremendous since 2016. Like, I got them just, you know what I mean? I'm going through the whole pack. He had made some new ones. I'm just scrambling through beats at my crib because I was on house arrest, 6 p.m. curfew at the time in 2020. So I had a lot of time on my hands. So that's when I started playing these jail bars together with these beats and yeah, once I did that, like one night I had the beats. I remember I was just in the crib with all my writtens, all my papers out, got my headphones on, going through the Tremendous beats. Got all my writtens. I got like 8 songs, 9 songs. I'm like, bet. And I've been had it in mind, like, word, this is gonna be my project with my guys. And then I had this one cat in mind, Sheikh Hanif, who I known him. I met him back when I was like 17. I had did a month in jail and shit like that. He's the only nigga I was talked to. And long story short, I seen him on Instagram like 2019. So anyways, fast forward, I'm talking to him on Instagram like, yo, come meet me.
You don't have to do long story short. Y'all are like in the group together. You said he was the only one y'all had talked to.
Yeah, when I was 17 in jail. First time being in jail.
What about it? Why y'all connect?
He was like an older cat. He reminded me of my niggas in the hood. You know what I mean? He was a good dude. He used to just see my little young ass. I was little with waves. And he used to just drop gems on me. You know what I mean? And he was somebody that I was about to be in jail. He's looking at some shit at the time. You know what I mean? So he was just looking out for me. And then, yeah, we used to talk. You know, that's the only nigga I talked to. So fast forward, I see him on Instagram like 2019. Fast forward, I went to jail 2 months. Then I came out and I reached out to him like, yo, come to the studio. I want to let you woo woo. I mean, I got his math. I'm chopping it up with him. We talking how, you know what I mean? I sent him some records and I told him like, yo, come to the studio, woo woo. And he already was seeing me on Instagram for like a year now and shit. So when he seen me get locked up, he was fucked up a little bit. Like, damn, nigga, like he been wanting to build. And then, did 2 months and then now we building. And then, yeah, one studio session, I did like 8 songs with my verse on it. I sent it to him. He came right back in a couple days with like 3 songs. Next thing you know, I'm telling Dunny about it. Dunny, I've been rapping with him since 2014. Dundell and Top Huda. You know what I'm saying? Top Huda is like been the GOAT in the hood in Boston. He's like Tupac to me. But, he's not really on rapper's time like that. But slowly but surely, that's how it came about. Like, he'll be like, I got all these songs. Like, look what me and Neef did. And Dunny hopping on records. And that's when I'm starting to see the vision. Like, oh, shit, this is the wave now. This is, you know what I mean? And then Feed the Family just stuck. One day I'm driving on the road. I don't know why I thought about Feed the Family. That's how it hit me. I'll be having random ideas. But it worked its way on its own. Somehow that shit became the name of the album on its own, because what happened after like a few months in 2021, we already like a few months in to songs and just being around each other, a couple studio sessions and shit like that. I named it Feed the Family just on some for one song or some shit like that. Or I was putting the songs together on a playlist. That's how I usually do. Like once I got a few records, I'll make them on a private playlist on SoundCloud if I can get a feel for it.
Yeah.
And my man just like, oh, what you gonna call it? I was like, put Feed the Family. So now when the guys got that, we got a little couple songs, we got a playlist or some shit like that. And little by little, we just started saying it more, and then somehow it just stuck on its own. So it's not like it was like, we gonna do it like this. It's
like all the other terms.
I put that shit on the name for a song.
Like on Dogs, like all of it, yeah.
And then, no, Dogs was more calculated. This shit just got it on its own. Like, I mean, this shit just, the guy started saying it. Next thing you know, we a few months in, already seeing that name. Next thing you know, we just saying Feed the Family, and then shit, that shit was like, just became the thing. And we Feed the Family. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we all stand about anyways. Like, all my niggas, we always like providers and shit. We all some providing ass type of people, you know what I mean? So.
Loving type, yeah.
Yeah. We some real niggas, so. Yeah.
Where do you think, this is a weird question, but like, where do you think those ideas come from? Like the ones that are planted in history, like the ones that actually do work out.
I don't know. For me, it just comes randomly. Like, that's just, I don't know. It's like your intellectual property type shit. I got like a high IQ type shit. I look at myself, or I would like to look at myself like that. But that's what makes somebody who they are. Like, that's what makes you special. So where they come from? Shit, I don't know. Just probably shit you was watching growing up. Like, I've been around great people my whole life, so that's why I'm great. Like, I heard May say that, like, to be, nigga, greatness come from greatness type shit. So I just been around some old people my whole life, and had a lot of cool people that had cool stories around me, gangsters, all type of shit. People that's into swag. I've been, you know what I mean, around a lot of cool shit. So maybe that has an influence on a lot of my wavy thoughts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How'd you find your muse when writing? Like you said, you wrote a lot when you were like, how did you
I was obsessed. I guess I was always I remember my brother. Oh, cause I wanted I been knew that all the rappers, all the elite rappers, the successful ones, they are. If you look at the lyrics, I noticed there was like a lot of resemblance. You know what I mean? Cause 2016, I'm in jail. 2015, and my brother said, I told him, yo, send me some Jay-Z lyrics, some Eminem lyrics, some Rick Ross lyrics, some Drake lyrics, and I have mad lyrics in my cell. And I'm just, you know what I mean? I've been doing this. I've been knowing.
Wait, like you were writing out other people's lyrics?
No, I was just looking at their lyrics. I wasn't writing them out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I was just peeping like how Jay-Z write and all that. And then, and even before that, because I was 2015, 2014. I forgot to mention, 2012 is when I really knew I was going to be a rapper, when A$AP Rocky came out. And I was a senior in high school. I used to get on the bus and try to write super a lot. Then 2013, I'm like a janitor. I'm mopping floors, I'm writing, I'm just listening to Jay-Z. I've been noticed how all these people, they flowing and they how they got a way of the super elite rappers, they got like mad flows and all that. And I, kept listening, and that's how I used to spit anyways. When I used to spit with the guys growing up, without me knowing, I'm like rapping like and hitting niggas with mad similes and shit like that.
What do you mean, just before you keep going, what do you mean they all have one thing in common?
No, not one thing in common, like resemblance. As much as they like go back for back rhyming type shit. Because now, fast forward, I've been knowing that the elite rappers spit a certain way. Now I'm in jail looking at lyrics, and I'm peeping how, it's nonstop, like, similes, like, edge, jazz, beige, res, like, it's the ones that can make it flow more, because that's what unlocks the cool flow, I guess. That's how it flows, L. And I noticed how Jay-Z was a master at that. I'm studying a lot of Jay, a lot of Eminem, and shit like that. So that's when I just became obsessed with trying to be like that. And now I'm at the point, that's how I write every song. Like, I'm following a pattern when I write. Like, that's how they kind of write, in a pattern. That's how I look at it.
And you sit down and write all your shit?
Every time, yeah. Very quick. Very quick now. Now it's like a 20-minute thing, 30-minute thing. You know what I mean? That's why, like, in a week, I can make, like, 7 songs, usually, because I record. Usually Monday through Thursday, I like to record. And weekends, I like to just vibe. And yeah, in a week, every time I cook up with people, I'm usually banging out 2 songs. So you do that 3 times a week, 4 times a week. Yeah, that's like 8 songs a week type shit. So, and all my songs pretty much make a project. I don't just record to record. I've been stopped doing that. Everything I do is like, that's why it's hard for me to make music with folks these days. Because, yo, we ain't going to do something with this record. I'm not into just making records.
I feel like there's 2 schools of thought in that. People who like release everything that they do, and then some people who just like record whatever.
Cause I'm a project guy. I want to make mad projects, like mad mixtapes. I look at my shit like mixtapes, like so. But then so that's the type of artist I'm trying to be. So
yeah,
I'm not like no.
But I mean, when you find your muse, like how do you get past like writer's block? Like when you're sitting down writing, like how do you just keep writing?
My man Maka told me, like, when that happens, that's just your ego getting in the way. When you thinking too much, that's just your ego getting in the way. So I try not to give a fuck, even if I'll switch. I'll probably have writer block for like a good 10 minutes or something, and then I look at words. I look up the dictionary on my phone. I just look at words, and once I got a word, I could now find a flow to hit it with. You know what I mean?
So you'll literally look at a dictionary?
Sometimes, yeah. Hell yeah. I got this power thesaurus shit on my phone. That should be what? I'll be going through mad words, nigga. I don't read.
So you break writer's block?
I barely read, bro. I have ADD. It's hard for me to read, dog. So I'm one of them rappers that I'm swagging on record. That's what I'm saying. But I be knowing my words. I be knowing my words and shit. I be knowing my words, but
you break writer's block. You don't let it break you.
Right. Yeah, because I do this too long. I've been doing it. I feel like I definitely got, I got to be at my almost, I don't know, 5,000 hours into writing. You know, they say you need 10,000 hours to be like a super professional or something.
Yeah.
I'm definitely halfway there.
You know the dude who coined that 10,000 hours, the shit? His name's Malcolm Gladwell.
Oh, word?
You ever heard of that? He's like an author.
No.
This is just a funny little anecdote. So Malcolm Gladwell wrote the book Outliers, which is about 10,000 hours. Okay. Now, another book he wrote, and I don't know the name for it, I was reading, and in that, they're talking about a drug crime boss in Buffalo. And I'm like, huh. And I get like a page in, and it's like Sly Green, which anyone listening, that's West Side's fucking... If you listen to West Side, you know Sly Green. Like and Malcolm Gladwell was writing about this dude and how cops were saying, like, if we could make as much money as he was doing, like, we would do it too. Like, that was real shit. And I always think about that when I hear the 10,000 hours shit. That guy, the author of that, wrote about fucking West Side's partner.
That's crazy. That's nutty.
Wild. You don't read and shit.
I enjoy learning. I love learning, but like the way my brain's set up, sometimes it's hard for me to focus and shit. I always had that problem.
Weed helps me like slow down. I smoke hella weed though.
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. Like, I'm high as fuck right now.
Yeah, we were smoking outside.
Yeah.
You were talking earlier about, all right, you started doing mushrooms in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Or how?
Why? Because I went to New York like 2018, and I was around like some creative people that just did a lot of drugs, and they did mushrooms, and these guys was like, they probably didn't, they had the type of confidence where they could have 2 nickels in their pocket and they was wild, super confident. That's what I like about New York. Motherfuckers are very confident. You could be a broke motherfucker, you confident as shit. So long story short, I kind of wanted to have that type of confidence. Like, you know what I mean? I wanted to be able to be confident even when I'm broke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, still feel like that nigga. And I'm dead now, you feel me?
Yeah.
But that's why I originally wanted to try it out. I just want, and then, you know, and then I'm hanging with my boy J Peg. Shout out to my cousin J Peg. And, yeah.
What was that first trip like?
He got me on that mushroom shit. He was like a mushroom coach. And he's
A shaman.
Yeah, he was just showing me everything and telling me what it helps with and ego death. And I had ego death.
Oh, you had an ego death?
Yes.
All right, tell me about that shit.
That shit was crazy. I just was knowing like everything I felt like was important in my life. It's really not that important. And like, oh no, I almost like, it was just crazy, bro. It was just like, I was on the floor for a minute just like breaking down, like thinking mad shit. I don't know, it's crazy. I don't even know how to explain it. But basically, I felt like after that, I was like, I knew my calling. Like, go hard. And I just been getting, that was 2019, and yeah, pretty much somebody told me to super go hard, and little by little I wanted to just always go hard with music and shit like that.
What's your calling?
I think love, one of my callings, to spread love, you know what I mean?
What's your end goal?
To get a lot of money for a lot of people, you know what I mean? Help a lot of people change their life. That's really what I'm trying to do. Cause I don't like my people living, you know, basic. Like I said, bro, I've been around some cool people my whole life, good people. So, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of folks to the bag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cause that's the like important step. Like finding your art and creating your art is the most important thing. But being able to like make that last for you and the people around you.
All right.
Like create a business about yourself.
Yeah.
Like you are the product. You know what I mean? Like you have to create a business around that.
For real.
And I feel like that's tougher than like finding the like fan base in the first place.
Yeah, man, it's just not easy. People think this music shit's easy. This shit is not easy. Shit, only reason I'm really good at it or I just don't got a life. I try to ignore real life and just do music all day.
I do that too, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
attention is the universal currency.
Yeah, I'm bad at multitasking. I'm not really a good multitasker, so I'm like focus on one thing at a time and go hard, and I'm obsessed. Like, that's why I enjoy everything I do it. Everything I'm doing in this music shit, I'm enjoying every step.
You said you have like ADD, and I do too, but I don't have it about the shit that I love. Like when you're making music, are you antsy?
Right, exactly. It's only everything else that annoys me.
Literally.
Yeah, like not learning annoys me. Like watching shit that I feel like is not useful. I look at my brain like a memory card. I only got so much storage.
Yeah.
So I don't like to just store anything there. I store a lot of bullshit there regardless, because I be on my phone a lot just looking at bullshit.
Yeah.
But a lot of the things, I'm like a professional Instagrammer.
Yeah.
For as much time I put on my phone.
Like when I was a kid, I was told I was lazy and shit. But it's like, I'm a hard worker when it's the shit I care about.
Right.
And shit. Like,
Passionate.
I'm not lazy as hell. Like, I'm not lazy at all, but I need to be doing that shit.
Right, I'm not
you
lazy
know what
for
I
shit.
mean?
Yeah, exactly. It got to be something I'm passionate about. It used to be drug dealing. I was always passionate about that. But now it's music. Like, that's my obsession. Like, I used to be the type of dude that would get a bunch of drugs. And
were you really passionate about that, or were you passionate about, like, the making the money?
Bro, like I was like 50 Cent in that movie Get Rich or Die Trying. Like, motherfucker was ironing his money. Not that OD. That motherfucker was OD with it.
Yeah.
But I was just excited. I'll be bumping Dipset while I'm bagging up a bunch of grams of dope and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'll bag up a whole bunch of shit and just get rid of that shit. And I used to like, that's what I used to like to do.
And I'm happier now when I'm following my shit than when I was making hella money. I'm happier now, like, following my art and maybe not making as much money.
Right.
As when before I was making hella money.
It's a rewarding feeling, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I tell folks all the time, like, I done sold drugs and get a lot of money off drugs does not feel as good as when I drop a project and I made people's day. That's a way better feeling. My notifications, ding, 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 ding. Everybody's like in love with my music or my content. That's a better feeling to me than when I counted a lot of money.
Literally, like, I feel happy getting like $200 for a show than before when I'd make like $1,000 in a day. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that $200, I'm like, oh shit, this is from like my ideas.
Right. And making folks probably feel happy and shit like that.
Like, yeah, that's the most important shit.
I like making people happy.
Yeah. And I feel like that's something I'm not scared of, but I don't want to do when I get bigger, is lose the passion for the art and just go into the making money.
Right.
Because you see artists who do that too. That like lose the, like, they don't care about the, like, what they're putting out anymore. They care about like only the making money off of it.
Right. Yeah, nah, that can never be me. I'm always love this game. I love this shit. Like I said, I was hooked to this shit. Just a little boy, man. Like my first album, I came up here. I was like in 3rd grade. I didn't have a stereo downstairs. These niggas had like a cool stereo, and I play my music here and just be here in this couch as a little boy.
What was your first?
Bro, it was Jag and Nadge. Only because I wanted to get Nelly, but it was parental advisory.
Nellyville was mine.
That was my nigga. That's how I learned how to rap fast. Like listening to Nelly, listening to Ludacris. That's how I know how to, because I was spitting those flows all day as a little kid.
That's hilarious, bro.
But yeah, I went to Kmart.
Nelly was killing it for some time, bro.
Hell yeah, legend. And yeah, I went to Kmart and I tried to get the Nelly album, and then you need a parental advisory. That's when I got hip to that sign.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, I didn't have no parents with me, and my mom was Christian. She ain't about to buy me that shit. She was like church. I was like a church kid growing up. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, gang, I couldn't even get the Nelly shit, so I got Jag and Edges because it had Nelly name on it. I knew that, hey, what a party at, you know, that song. Yeah, so I just was, I bought that album just to play that song only.
Just
the rest was like singing girl shit. Yeah, it was like singing. I wasn't into that. I was into rap. And then I went to school, and my man Hove had the Ludacris album, and then we swapped it out. And then I only by like 3 days, I was like, yo, this shit suck. Give me like, but you can still rock.
You don't fuck with Ludacris?
No, listen. No, I give him the Jag and Edge album. We traded. Like, yo, here, you can have this album, and we bought that Ludacris album. Oh, yeah. By the 3rd day, he's telling me, he's giving me the Jag and Edge album.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yo, here, but you can still rock with the Ludacris. Get wavy.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm like, whoa, for real? And then that's when it was over.
I hope Nelly isn't listening to this podcast, but he's the type of artist that, like, bro, people forget how good Nelly was because he made it all about the business. Like, no one's really thinking about, like, Nelly as a rapper now, or Nelly as an artist now.
Right. Nah, he was wavy, man. I think he was one of the inspirations for me as a kid. I was rocking headbands and
you were rocking a fucking Band-Aid on your face.
Yeah, bro, I have a lawsuit from Hezepi, bro. 3rd grade, like I was wavy. I've been swagging. Like, and I'll do the sweatband and shit with one ear off, bro. I'm in 3rd grade dressing like that, like I wanted to look like that. Like, who does that? What 3rd grade 8-year-old telling their moms, yo, I want a lawsuit? You feel me?
Yeah.
So, yeah, me and my brother Jail was like that. Once we got hip to BT, we seeing how folks stressing. We was rocking everything, jerseys, all that. So yeah, we'll tell our parents, we'll do chores in the crib to do whatever to get that whatever we wanted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What type of, like, when you were a kid and that's the type of rap you wanted to be?
Hell yeah. I was bumping reggaeton too. That's how I learned rapping too, bumping mad Puerto Rican music and shit. Cause I'll go to PR some summers and then hear a lot of that shit. And then, yeah. And I had a lot of Spanish friends growing up. So, yeah, Spanish music was always an influence too. But I low-key, maybe at one point in my life, I was like, yo, maybe I should try out the Spanish music. But I'm talking about like 14 years old. Maybe I thought about it. But
What do you think your sound is?
Like, I got a bunch of sounds, but what I enjoy the most is bars, like spin bars over a sample beat. Cause I grew up on a lot of Dipset music and shit. Like, I'm super Dipset out. Like, Dipset has such an impact in my life, bro. Like, bro, I never really even walked with a girl, hold her hands in school, cause I thought like Cameron like telling me like sucker for love, sucker for like. You gotta understand, they fucked up my love life. Like, these Dipset niggas, bro. Shout out to the Dips. They fucked up my love life. Like, yeah, I just grew up like, you know what I mean? Like, Cameron back in the day, he had an arrogant way of being, and I just thought that was wavy. Like, I like had like a lot of no respect for women just listening to these guys all day. In a way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though I'm not saying that they don't respect women, but you know what I mean? The way they used to rap, it just, they instilled that in me to the point where, bro, I'm fucking 30, gang. I probably only had like 2 shorties.
Because of Dipset.
In my life. And it was both like 2-month relationships. I felt like Dipset had a role in it because I always looked at I was always trying to be a pimp.
Cam specifically.
I was in 3rd grade, 4th grade, getting hooked to Dipset because my older brother was bumping all this shit. So, yeah.
But Cam
bro.
Specifically.
No, all them niggas, bro. It was just the way of being. It's like niggas is like sexist and shit. Like, you know, the way they came off. Not saying that they like that, but I'm saying the way they coming off on records is like, fuck bitches, nigga.
Yeah.
You a sucker if you cuff one. Type shit. That's how I felt. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was like the wave. And that shit really, I was for real about that. Like, all my friends probably had girlfriends. I used to look at niggas like, you cuffing, like, you a clown. Like, just because I bumped so much Dipsets, bro, since elementary, bro. So I look at myself, I come from like that DNA somehow. Because I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, but I'm so New York at heart. Because of all that music I was bumping. Everything was New York shit. You know what I mean? To the point where this cat's from Harlem now. I didn't have folks, you from Harlem? Like, nah, gang. I'm from Boston, but yeah, a lot of that shit had an impact on me for real. Like, for real, for real. That's how I wanted to be growing up. They used to call me Little Jim in fucking 8th grade. LJ. I swear to God. There's some kids. I went to a college, to like a high school party, because my cousin Ray went to Wayland. You know, it was like a white boy school and shit, white folks. And I remember I went over there that day. A lot of folks know me as Little Jim because I was so drunk, a little kid. And I was acting like Jim Jones or something. Yo, when I Willie, nigga, couple status. Like, I was going over there, and they was dying. I was doing them little as shit. They like in 10th grade. I'm like in 7th grade or something, nigga. Acting like a little Jim Jones. Like, it's hilarious. Yeah, I used to rock the little chains, all that. Yeah, Dipset had the biggest influence on my life, bro.
Damn.
Yeah. Max B, all that. Like, I was bumping Max B 08. Like, you know what I mean? I was a freshman. Nobody's bumping. I remember, bro, I was in high school by the time I'm in 10th grade. Nobody's bumping them. I'm the only nigga bumping Max. They're like, what the fuck, you like this shit? You know what I mean? Yeah, Boston, Max B had a big impact in Boston, too. Like, he used to go to Boston, Bigger Valley. Like, his following out here in Dorchester was crazy. He was with the Cape Verdean folks. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro.
Why don't you think Boston ever had, like, a scene like that?
I don't know. I hate even trying to speculate, but I don't know. Because it's a sports town. I don't fucking know. I don't know, bro. But motherfuckers out here been cool. You know what I
It's
mean?
not just in music, though. It's in a lot of different things. Boston's like a good breeding ground, but like people have to like leave to get on.
Right, yeah. Yeah, bro. And then the folks that get on, and, you know, they might not be folks that care too much because, you know, they had to do what they had to do to get out of here.
People think B is from fucking England. You know what I mean? Like,
That's crazy. Yeah, she's low-key from the town, I think.
yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not that she, you know what I mean, but it's like,
Yeah, bro. I
And
don't
even-
know, but I think, you know what I mean? I'm always have hopes that it's going to happen. I just know I couldn't sit around here and wait. And, you know what I mean? I really feel like I kind of meet my ceiling to some degree out here. So I just want to expand.
what's
you
the
know what
ceiling?
Like, as far as, like, I know a lot of people. I know everybody out here, feel like. You know what I'm saying? So now I want to get to know other folks, get other support.
traveling around. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, just expand my brand because I'm a walking brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, as I said, like, you have to sell yourself as, like, the business. Yeah.
Yeah, gang. So, yeah, that's all that's about. You know what I mean? And New York is crazy, dog. It's different than Boston. It's way different.
I feel like New York has too much shit going on for my brain.
Right.
I'm too ADD.
Right.
I feel like there's 7 things at all times that I should be doing.
I make life simple for me, man. I just stick to rapping, so that's why. But I feel you with the ADD shit. That's why I gotta make life simple for me. Otherwise, I get anxiety. I start getting some nerve problems and shit. Who knows, nigga? It just getting wavy. I gotta take it slow.
Yeah.
Do one thing at a time. I don't like to put too much things on my hands, then nothing get done. But yeah, I make life simple for me, bro. I just make music all day, and then everything else kind of like I'm gonna get to it when I get to it type shit. Cause I'm just super focused, super hungry to succeed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm not about to live an average life. You know what I mean? That's never been me.
Yeah. What? I guess I already said, but like, what in New York do you think you can bring back to Boston then?
Well, in New York that I can bring back to Boston?
Yeah. Because like you said you wanted to put on for this shit too, you know?
Oh, of course. Hell yeah. Shit, just me and the important people out there, because a lot of important people out there. That's what the important people are, you know what I mean? And once they get hip to me, it's like they gonna get hip to the town slowly, you know what I mean? Because I came from over here, and there's a lot of talent out here, you know what I mean? So
it's like that West shit. It's like people don't put them...
put on for Buffalo. Now you got other folks paying attention to what else going on out there.
Literally.
So, you know what I mean?
And also, like, him and us last night, how we started the conversation is how we're ending the conversation type shit. Is like, if you don't put yourself in positions to, like, meet the people you're supposed to, then you're never going to get anywhere. Like, people think shit's just going to happen to them.
Right.
It's like, nah, you got to put yourself in those positions.
Right.
Like, you know how many times I've seen Gun before that shit happened? You know what I mean? Literally last week, I posted a video. This is so dumb. But I was like, with Gun.
My fault.
No, all good.
No, there's a beer if you want some beers.
I posted a video, like, promoting Gun's album. And he didn't, like it or anything. But I knew he saw it. And I was like, damn, does Gun not fuck with me? And if I use that mentality to not show up last night...
Right.
Like, nah, hey, of course, you just gotta put yourself in the positions. You know what you're doing, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah. You gotta have that type of mentality, man. Dogs. Yeah, man. I happen to be blessed to knowing people. You know what I mean? It's just like my time. I feel like my time is just there. It's coming because everything just lining up. I'm doing mad cool shit out of nowhere. It's just like, what the hell? This is crazy. It's a blessing.
What's your next big thing?
We're going to Art Basel. That's in a couple of days. And then my next big thing is just pretty much taking over New York in a way. You know what I mean?
Are you releasing any? I know you just released a project, but I
got the whole 2023 on lock. I already got the whole everything.
How many projects?
As of right now, 4. But by the time, you know what I mean, since I'm making so much music, you know, there's probably going to be another 2 that get done. Cause
really?
Yeah, I just make mad music, bro. Like I said, all I make is music. I don't got a life, really. I just make music. Like, I don't got a girlfriend. I don't got a job.
Because of Cameron and Jim Jones.
And my hustle now. 'Cause obviously, I'm not saying I wouldn't want a girlfriend. I'm just too focused, man. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, bro. Yeah, I don't got a job. I just do this. You know what I mean? Yeah, some folks can't even see me these days or talk to me much because my mind it's hard to work with my small brain sometimes. Yeah, I can't do too much. I'm just so focused on rapping and being a better artist and growing. And, yeah, that's just what I'm on right now. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I appreciate you doing this.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, man. Thanks for having me, gang.
We had a fucking late-ass night last night out till fucking... I got home at 6 in the morning. And I wanted to do this today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It was a legendary night last night. We had to
that
fucking
moment's still in the air for me, right?
Yeah.
Like, I wonder when it's going to go away for me. That's how it be. When I do something cool, I could just feel it for a while.
Yeah, and then use it for
it's
inspiration.
Like Cloud9. Yeah, it's like Cloud9 and shit.
and that shit will inspire me. Cause
yeah.
like, I don't even think about it like this, but on some real shit, it's like, oh shit, I can now say I have Westside Gun on my podcast. Not many people can say that shit. And then you know who the next guest was? Fucking you.
BoriRock.
Thank you for doing this, man.
Dogs, gang. Thanks for having me,
Where
bro.
can people find you?
Teflon Hoop. What do I look at the camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, Teflon Hoop. Instagram, Twitter. BoriRock. That's my
What's
rap.
Teflon Who from?
Teflon Hoop. I was BoriRock, and then Hooterville came out around 2016. I used to call myself El Huto because Hooterville was like the shit me and my guy started. And you know, I used to call myself El Huto around that time, 2017, 2016. So it was always BoriRock. That's been my name in the streets, rapper name. But then, you know, Hooterville came out and Huto. And then I went to trial 2018. And I tweeted like, yo, if I beat trial, I'm going to change my name to Teflon Hoop. You know what I'm saying? And then I beat trial and shit. And then that's now I'm going to the studio. Now I'm over here like, Teflon motherfucking Hoop. I was just mad nigga, that I beat trial. So it just stuck. Now it's, you know, Teflon Hoop on all my socials and shit. And yeah, but BoriRock, that's my rapper name and all that. But folks can call me whatever they want. Some folks call me Teflon Hoop. Some folks call me Tef now. Fucking Body, whatever.
And go check out.
I got a few names, gang.
Go check out On Dogs with Michelangelo.
On
and
Dogs,
go
shout
check
to
out
Michelangelo.
Feed the Family.
Yeah, Feed the Family, nigga, on Dogs.
On
nigga.
all DSPs.
Yeah, we the hottest gang on Dogs. Boston
Peace.
on Dogs.
Peace out, everyone.
Good.
Yeah. Hey,